Trump administration says it wants versus what might likely happen given that backdrop, as well as how this clarity is going to impact the world of innovation, the world of transformative innovation. And we believe the world is transforming and in miraculous ways. So we want to take you through some of that and how this administration, its policies are probably going to accelerate these changes. So let's talk about macros first. In the early days of the Reagan administration, there were back-to-back recessions and interest rates hit 15%. And that was a very difficult environment for investing. Well, President Trump is coming into office when that part of the equivalent in the Reagan administration has been done. And I remember after that, the 80s and 90s were the golden age of active. The Fed has gotten all of that under control. I think a lot of investors have had trouble believing that it would stay under control. The way inflation will stay under control is productivity growth, and we're already seeing strong productivity growth thanks to artificial intelligence and other new technologies, as well as actually the dollar firming. Most commodity prices are priced in dollars. Most commodities are priced in dollars, I should say. And the dollar going up means downward pressure on commodity prices. That's a very good thing as well. So what will happen to interest rates here? Now, this is a little different from the 80s. Interest rates were so high at the beginning of the 80s, 15%, that really, if the Reagan administration got anything right, those interest rates would come down. And they certainly have. Now, 45 years later, they are high relative to recent history, 5% on the Fed funds rate, side of change, because these are transformative technologies. So in terms of government policies, perhaps the most profound thing that's going to happen in the very near term is a changing of the guard at some of the regulatory agencies, the SEC and the FTC. The SEC menace to the digital assets movement. We've lost a lot of talent to other countries because of Chairman Gensler. And I think that's going to change. We know it's going to change. President Trump has come out very positively predisposed to certainly Bitcoin, but we think everything crypto, DeFi or decentralized financial services. And so that's going to be very exciting. But the regulations are also going to change because we're probably going to see Lina Khan at the FTC leave her position. And of course, the strong-armed antitrust regulations that Lina Khan has abided by, those are going to go away. They've prevented for since the last 25 years. The seeds for everything we're seeing today were planted in the years when active management was in full stride. The 20 years that ended in the late 90s, the internet revolution. And since then, we think that government policies have impeded a lot of innovation, but behind the scenes, the seeds have been flourishing, and now we think the blossoms are out. Innovation is going to thrive now in this new environment, and we think the three biggest opportunities right now associated with the convergence of these technologies are in the autonomous mobility space. So everything, robo-taxi, drones, and so forth, healthcare, and digital assets. I'll just give you a quick one on healthcare, because many people are short innovation altogether, truly transformative innovation, thinking that, the multi-omics revolution space and strategy has been pummeled in the past year. And I think it is for a couple of reasons, certainly regulatory, no M&A, but also a profound misunderstanding of what innovation is going to bring to the healthcare space. It will be transformed perhaps like no other sector. It is the most profound application of artificial intelligence that we see out there, curing diseases. And I just have to tell you, in learning what the financial markets, how they perceive these companies that are curing disease. This is not about the future. It's happening now. CRISPR Therapeutics is a company whose drugs have been approved in both the US and the UK and Europe, as a matter of fact. Those three areas, curing sickle cell disease and beta thalassemia. And many analysts are not interested in these spaces. Rare diseases, too small. Cures, one and done. And now we think this administration is going to bring that innovation back home where it started. And we're going to ride that wave again. So we're pretty excited about what has just happened from an innovation point of view. We think that deregulation is critical, and really allowing innovation, one of the biggest runs it will ever have in history, now that these technologies are ready after 25 years of germinating. We couldn't be more excited. We hope you'll join us on this journey. Read our research. We give it away on arc-invest.com. And whether you're an investor or a person interested in getting onto the right side of change, a student, or a person thinking about the next wave of your careers,